Morning. Victoria Line train pulling in here at the southern terminus of the Victoria Line, but we're heading to the top to do the other terminus at the northern end, at the top, at the end of the line, at Walthamstow.
It's Walthamstow Central, where this train terminates.
Welcome to Walthamstow Central. Are they stepping back already? It's very similar to Brixton, isn't it? It's just two platforms, linking corridors, either side. Yeah, I mean, most of the Victoria Line looks the same.
The Victoria Line only came here in the 1960s though, as there had been a station at Walthamstow Central since 1870, when it was originally known as Walthamstow Hoe Street. Nowadays, the 1870 station is operated by London Overground Services. Oh, and there's a second overground station here at Walthamstow too, as we'll see later. It is in fact strikingly similar to Brixton as a terminus station. Its tile pattern is different though, this being an adaptation of a design by artist William Morris, who was born and worked in Walthamstow. The labyrinth is at the top of the escalators, right by where the ticket barriers used to be before they were moved. I've also always been intrigued by this supervisor sign that's here, and of course it's always nice to give a nod to the old Next Train light box, now sadly no longer in use, but still here lying dormant after all these years. With just two platforms, train operators here step back, as they do at Brixton, and able to maintain a high frequency of service, 36 trains per hour on the Victoria Line in the peak. But it's to the outside we head, where all the real fun is at Walthamstow, as it's a transport hub with two Overground Line services here, as well as the bus station.
Yeah, the entrance here is newish, say newish, almost 20 years ago now. In 2005 they dug the subway underneath to pop up here into the bus station. Nice double roundels on the bus station, by the way, but on the other side there's an even more recent new development. Yeah, this is Ray Dudley Way footpath, which only opened back in 2014, and it's a handy cut through between Walthamstow Central, the Tube, and Walthamstow Queen Street, the Overground, which is just down here. Before then it was a convoluted run around. I remember doing it on Tube Challenge once, and it was down a lot of side roads to get there. This would have been so much more convenient back in Tube Challenge days. When we get to the Overground, we will speak about the Overground situation slash problem slash anomaly, which is, at the moment, being resolved.
Yes, the top end of the Victoria Line is an excellent example for the reasons behind why it's quite likely that soon now the 6 different lines on the Overground network are all going to get separate colours and new names. As when you look at a carriage map on the Victoria Line right now, then at Seven Sisters, Black Horse Road and Walthamstow Central, they all just say Overground, but they're 3 distinct and separate branches of the service, so some sort of distinction would be nice.
Normally I would never shoot into the sun. That is like a rule of filmmaking, always shoot out of the sun because auto exposure goes crazy. But however, oh, now the sun's going in. You have to do it because I want to get this shot here. Did you ever notice outside this side, on the eastern side of Walthamstow Central, there's a sundial with Roman numerals? How cool is that? Correctly displaying the time, except the cloud's just gone over the sun, so I can't get the shot. It's there. It's saying it's just past the X, which is 10 plus 1 for British summertime. It's just gone 11 o'clock, which is correct. Come for the Tube station and then also check out the Overground station, Queen Street, and this one here at Walthamstow Central, where there's this fantastic Maud Milton designed Overground roundel. There's loads of these all in this area. Actually, she has her studio down at Trinity Buoy Wharf. I don't think she's local. I'll put a link in the description down below, but also at the Perky Blenders, not Blinders, coffee shop back over by the bus station. You can buy these roundels on mugs. Anyway, I love these, and this I think is the largest one I've seen at Walthamstow. Hi Maud, we love these. Okay, so I just went and bought a mug, the Walthamstow one of course, or Awesomestow as we all know it's called, and I'm genuinely drinking a very tasty cup of tea right now. However, there's something we've got to go and do when you come, as part of your end of the line series, when you come to Walthamstow, there's a very, 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 very big thing that you simply have to go and do. Just a 5-minute walk in that direction.
And that is the Walthamstow Pump House Museum, which is actually one stop down from Walthamstow on the Overground, or a 15-minute walk as I did. The museum is amazing. It's a Grade 2 listed Victorian pumping station that houses an original pair of Marshall, good name, steam engines, as well as a collection of small engines and pumps. And then a surprise to me when I went and discovered this, there's also a fire station museum with a whole raft of firefighting equipment, from late Victorian pumps to more modern items. This, I'm informed, is a Dennis RS-133 fire engine. I'm walking backwards to get to this plate down here because you'll know it rather famously. It's been used in loads of TV and film productions, most famously Blackwall there, the fire station from London's burning. And before we get to the tube carriages, which you may already know are here, did you also know that this very family-friendly museum also has a model railway that depicts the Liverpool Street to Chingford lines over the years? There's a model railway as well, which I didn't know was it. I just thought it was like big wheels and steam and pumps, but hi, Vanessa, right?
Hello, yeah.
Hello, are you a volunteer here?
I'm a volunteer and I've been helping to make the model railway.
Tell us about the model railway.
So the
How long
model
has it been?
railway is a representation of the Liverpool Street to Chingford overground line.
Okay.
But it's not going to be for the overground times.
Yeah, I can't see orange overground
No,
trains.
it's
Okay.
1950s from when the steam engines were coming along these tracks.
Okay.
And this is Walthamstow Marshes.
Okay.
That's going to be Walthamstow. It's very much a work in progress.
That's fine, that's fine. And so can people come and help build, or is it for play, or is it to watch only? Is it not?
Oh no, at the moment we're very much still like constructing and trying to make it sort of safe for people to come and have a look.
Okay.
So we are looking for more volunteers to help with the model making.
So they want volunteers, okay, right.
We do want volunteers.
So anytime the museum is open, the railway is also up, running and open?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Oh, hello. It's a good close-up here. And finally, what you're all here for. Yes, the two old 1967 Victoria Line tube carriages. One, you may already be familiar with this, as I've been here before for the supper club. That's where you get to dine on board a train for an evening, which is just a splendid night out. But you can also hire this tube carriage for your child's birthday party, and at other times, the same tube carriages are also used for static tube shots for TV and film. A fantastic oddity of this is that if the production company aren't willing to pay TfL the license money to get the logo, a tube map in the background, then these made-up Transport Travel in London signs and diagrams are used instead, including this totally fictitious map of London. And the second tube carriage here is one that was damaged but salvaged and thus never had its midlife refurbishment in the 1990s, meaning that the layout, arms rest and seat maquette are exactly as they were from the 1960s. Just gonna grab the strap hanger, just pretend I'm on this old 1967 line Victoria Line train. Come to Walthamstow, come to E17, visit its wondrous sights and sounds, and come to the Pump House Museum as well. More End of Line episodes coming up. There's still many more to get through. See you soon. Press subscribe. Bye.